Hi, in this video we will see some of the additional feature uh, of advanced digitization toolbar. So at present I have this paper map which provides the information of soil textures present in the different parts of Maharashtra. So this only represent the part of Maharashtra including the northern Maharashtra and the west coastal region or coastal districts. So I have this information. My objective is to transfer this information from this paper map to digital environment of QGIS. So how I can do it? First I need to georeference this paper map. After georeferencing I have to digitize each and every polygon which is indicated over here, and it has to be transferred into a QGIS, a polygon vector file, or a vector file with the polygon as a geometry. Let's see a part of this map which is already georeference. Yeah, so this is a georeference map, paper map, and for one of my project I have already digitized the part of this area which includes two river basins. uh, yeah, this is it. So this is already georeference, so you can see these are the polygons and you can also see nodes and the segments. So this information has already been transferred into digital form. This is the original georeference but not non-digitized soil map. Now let's see a typical problem faced by the researchers while digitization. Okay, let's focus on this polygon. Okay, this polygon represents a soil type which is characterized as a 175, but over here there are, you can see there are certain circles inside which doesn't have the same soil structure, so that doesn't belong to soil texture of 175 which is numbered. So I need to exclude these inner components, so these are called as inner rings. So I can do it by adding a inner rings. One may say that I can add another polygon and I can name this polygon as 107, but that polygon will be a new polygon, and when I will calculate, for example, the area under 175 soil soil type, then it will not exclude this area. So in that case I will be drawing two polygons, one polygons 175 including inner circles and another polygons with separating these inner circles, so that will introduce an error. So I have to exclude this part first from this 175, and later on I have to add a same polygon of 107. So let's see how I can exclude this from this existing polygon. I can do it by an option called add a ring. Let me turn on the editing mode. Once you turn on the editing mode, there is an option called add a ring which is available over here. You can click it and then you can introduce a ring by digitizing only the part of the ring which you want to exclude. Okay, so I want to exclude this component, so what I will do, I will just click along this line which I want to exclude. So here I have completed the delineating the inner ring. Once you complete this function, following the standard procedure, you have to right click. The moment you right click, the ring is added. So now this ring is no longer part of the polygon. Okay, so this is how you can introduce a ring, and there are several rings over here in this map. The same procedure can be followed for them. Now let's see another problem. For example, I have digitized this polygon, and now I want to digitize the adjacent polygon, okay, which is having a soil texture of 143. So what I will do, I will add another polygon, add polygon feature, and then I will start clicking on its boundary. So now I will follow this procedure and I will click over here, right? This is how I am doing. Let's assume that this process is complete. This for example, okay, I will give a number to okay. But now what has happened, if I zoom in, I can see there are several errors, because each time I have to click on those same vertices and I have to follow the same segment, otherwise there will be an error. I will miss some area which will not be belong to either this polygon or that polygon, so this will be an error in digitization. To avoid that, avoid that, there is an option called a snapping toolbar. You can use the snapping toolbar and you can avoid it. Let's see how to do it. Let me delete this new polygon, delete. Okay, let's see how to use a snapping toolbar. So first you have to activate the snapping toolbar, which is available over here in view toolbars, snapping toolbar, which I have already activated. Once you activate it, let me deactivate it. I will activate again. Yes, you can see the new toolbar which has been introduced over here. What you can do, by clicking on this magnet symbol, you can activate this snapping toolbar. Okay, then you have to introduce, which is called as a snapping tolerance. For example, let me put this value as at present as 100. Okay, we'll see what this value is. There can be two units, one is a pixel, another is a meters, but let's use a pixel because we are using geographic coordinate reference system. So sometimes meter is but it is always better to use a pixel. You can try meter also. So I have set the snapping tolerance. Let's see how snapping tolerance works. So now I will again click add a feature and I will click go over here. So you can see it is guiding me and it is already indicating me the nearest vertex and the segments. Okay, so while digitizing I can just click on those easily. Okay, so it is making my job pretty easy because of this. Okay, okay, so I can do this and I can so it doesn't allow me to click anywhere. I have to click. If I try to click over here, it doesn't allow me. Either I can click on the previous vertex or the next vertex. It doesn't allow me to click anywhere. It doesn't allow me to click, and this radius within which it doesn't allow, that is called as snapping tolerance, which is we have fixed as 100 pixel. So within that distance it doesn't allow you to click anywhere. You have to choose the nearest available vertex of the existing layer. Okay, so for let's assume that here the polygon is ending, but still it doesn't allow me to click anywhere over here. I have to click here only. It doesn't allow me to click in between, so I can reduce the snapping distance to, let's say, 20. Then only it will allow me to click over here. Let's see that. Let's assume that this is the only component I want to digitize. And we have finished this digitization like this. Okay, so ID2. Okay, so now you can see over here, if I zoom over here, you can see all pixels and segments are covered. So in this way we can use the snapping toolbar. You can adjust the snapping tolerance and accordingly you can digitize. So, and this will improve the accuracy of the digitization and you will avoid the common errors. So in this video we have seen how to add a ring in the polygon feature and how to use a snapping toolbar. So you can use the snapping toolbar also for the segments as well as also for the dots. Okay, thank you.